Dear students, I am Dr. Jyotsna Sagar, Assistant Professor, Department of Genetics and Plant Breeding, College of Agriculture, Baramati. In last lectures, we are discussing about anther culture and pollen culture. In that lectures, we are discussing about the pollen. What mean by pollen? Anther, its principle, protocol, advantages, disadvantages. And now, today's lectures, we are discussing the remaining part is a haploid. Means how to get the haploid from a anther and pollen culture. Homozygous plants means the haploid plants. You get the haploid plants from the anther or the pollen cultures. In last lectures we are discussing about the whole procedure of the anther culture. In now lectures we discuss the how to get the haploid, what mean by haploid and its significance. Then haploid plants derive from either anther culture or the pollen cultures and it's a sterile. These plants contains only one set of chromosomes. By doubling their chromosome numbers, the plants can be made fertile and the resultant plants will be homozygous diploid or the isogenic diploid. These homozygous diploid plants shows the normally meiotic segregation. The fertile homozygous diploid plants are more important than the sterile haploid plants. Homozygous diploid plants can be used as a pure line in a breeding program. Then next is the haploids can be diplodized by a number of methods. First method is the colchicine treatment. Then second one is the endomitosis. And third one is the fusion of pollen nuclei. In colchicine has been utilized widely as a spindle inhibitor to induce the chromosome duplication and to produce the polyploidy. This method has been employed for obtaining the homozygous diploid plants from haploid cultures. The young plantlets, while still enclosed within anther, are treated with a 0.5% colchicine solution for 24 to 48 hours. Then it is treated, plantlets are replanted in the medium after thoroughly washing. In case of mature haploid plantlets, 4% colchicine paste may be applied to the axil of the leaves. Then second method is the endomitosis. It is known that haploid cells are unstable in a culture and have a tendency to undergo endomitosis, that is the chromosome duplication without nuclear division, and this property can be used for obtaining homozygous diploid plants. In this process, a small explant of a stem from a haploid plant is cultured on auxin cytokinin added medium where the segment forms the callus tissue. Means the auxin and cytokinin concentration is equal, you get the callus. And during the callus growth, diploid homozygous cells are produced by the endomitosis. And now a large number of isogenic diploid plants can be obtained by organogenesis. Then third method is fusion of pollen nuclei. Homozygous diploid callus or the embryoids may form by a spontaneous fusion of two similar nuclei of the cultured pollen after a first division. In Brassica, the frequency of a spontaneous nuclear fusion in a microspore is high in a culture. Then this is the methods, different methods discussed before. First, this is the Colchicine treatment, then endomitosis, and third one is the fusion of pollen nuclei. In Colchicine treatment, first you collect the anther and these anthers treat with the colchicine for the 24 to 48 hours and then culture into the culture medium. Then endomycosis, firstly this explant or the your stem explant is treated with the auxin or cytokinin and get the callus mass. It is the callus mass and form the haploid explant. In fusion of embryonic pollen nuclei, there is the two similar nuclei. This is the two similar nuclei 2n is cultured after a first division. After first division and then grow in a separate medium and get the n number, means the haploid number. Diploid is a 2n, haploid means a n as a single chromosome number. This is the three methods of homozygous isogenic plants or the homozygous diploidation of the plants. Then significance of haploid plants. What is the significance? In a diploid cells, the chromosome exists in a homozygous pairs. The genes for a specific characters are also formed in a pair which are known as allelic gene pair. Pollen culture has a great importance in mutagenic studies. Means you use the pollen culture for the studying the mutagenical changes or the mutation breeding. Then second point is the by anther and a pollen culture, many haploid plants can be produced very rapidly. Means you get the haploid plant that's a conventionally it's required more time than the in vitro haploid plant cultures. Then third one is the homozygous diploid plants obtained by doubling the chromosome of haploids have a great importance in a plant breeding and crop improvement. That's a doubling of chromosome is possible with the help of colchicine. You give the treatment to the endosperm or the nuclei for the doubling the chromosome and get the haploid number. Then importance and implications of anther and pollen culture, in which we discuss one by one point. First point is a utility of anther and pollen culture for basic research, in which we had discussed the haploid derived from anther and pollen culture are useful in cytogenic studies. In this topic or in this point, the second is by comparing the heterozygous diploid with the haploid or the homozygous diploid population, recessive phenotypic characters can be identified very easily. Then a critical genetic analysis of haploid populations derived from individual microspore of a pollen treated is very useful for the study of genetic recombination in a higher plants. The double haploid that are homozygous and fertile are readily obtained, enabling the selection of desirable gene combination. Then genetic analysis could be performed on a haploid population to establish inheritance pattern. Then second point is use of anther and pollen culture for a mutation study, in which one unique value of microspore culture lies in the study of somatic cell genetics. In such studies, mutant cell lines are specifically important. Then several biochemical mutants have also been reported using the haploid cells. Normally in vivo, the majority of mutations are recessive and therefore are not expressed in the diploid cells. In the presence of immutant dominant gene, haploid callus cells have been employed to study the effect of various mutagens, both irradiation as well as chemical. A number of mutant cells lines have now a successfully isolated and extensive work is being done to obtain cell lines that are resistant to environmental stresses, herbicides, phytopathotoxins, salt or the drought, chilling, various droughts, viruses and nematodes. Salt resistant plants of a dhatura from a cell line have been selected from a haploid derived from a anther cultures. Guha and Maheshwari firstly discovered the haploid from the dhatura. Then third one is the use of haploids for the cryogenic study. The cryopreservation of a haploid cells, pollen embryos, haploid meristem tip at a super lower temperature means the minus 196 degrees centigrade in a liquid nitrogen offers a novel approach for a long-term preservation of a genetic stability and to establish a haploid germplasm bank. Pollen embryo and haploid meristem are genetically stable and develop into an entire plant easily. Therefore, the material are more suitable for cytogenic studies. Next one is a use of anther and pollen culture for plant breeding and crop improvement. The isogenic lines are also beneficial where the plants are self-incompatible. For example, rye. In breeding program, isogenic line facilitates the work in inducing desirable mutation, transformation and biochemical mutation. The main and the foremost advantages of the in vitro production of a haploid over the conventional plant breeding method is the saving of the time. The success of any crop improvement depends on the extent of genetic variability in base population. Then the haploid techniques to cereals breeding is a quick route for the heterozygotes to homozygotes. anther-derived haploids have been extensively used in a protoplast culture and somatic hybridization. Then next one is the application of haploid culture for horticultural plants. In some plants of the horticultural importance, the haploid culture is highly significant. The Freesia, a horticulturally important plant, propagates vegetatively by a means of underground combs. Normally, it takes 8 to 10 years to produce a clones, and which is longer enough for the commercial purpose. But in this case, anther culture can be successfully used to obtain a clone very quickly. Then anther culture and alkaloid content. Amongst the other use, homozygous plants obtained through a anther culture have also been employed for the selection of breeding lines of Nicotiana tabacum, means the tobacco, with a high alkaloid contents. Homozygous recombinants of the Niger having a higher alkaloid content could be obtained by the anther culture. Then next one is the haploid culture and molecular biology. In a genetic engineering, haploids can be successfully used to gene transfer haploids tissue of a Arabidopsis and Lycopersicon, means a tomato, have been used for the transfer and expression of 3 genes from the E. coli. This is the whole procedure of the anther culture and pollen culture, and through the anther and pollen culture you get the haploid plants, and in a haploid plants you create the homozygosity with the help of anther and pollen culture. Haploid culture or the haploid plants is used uh, in a breeding program in a conventional breeding methods. Haploid are very important for study of the fundamental genetics in a higher plants, and because all the recessive gene remains unmarked and the recessive gene control the trait are expressed phenotypically in a regenerated plants. In a culture, a pollen may derived mitotically to form either organized embryoid or the callus tissue. And the basic principle of anther culture is that without disturbing the natural habitat and the environment of the enclosed anther, but there is always the possibility that the diploid somatic cells of the anther will also respond to culture conditions and so produce unwanted diploid callus or the plantlet. Thank you everyone for today's lectures.